My name is Amelia Cotter. I'm an author, poet, and storyteller with a special interest in the supernatural, history, and folklore. My books include This House, The True Story of a Girl and a Ghost, Maryland Ghosts, Paranormal Encounters in the Free State, and the children's book, Breakfast with Bigfoot. I'm going to read a haibun. A haibun is a prosiform literary form that originated in Japan, and it's a mixture of a piece of prose with a haiku at the end. This is called Binary Star, and it's kind of got a spooky vibe to it for the Halloween season, and it basically summarizes the plot of my first book, This House, The True Story of a Girl and a Ghost. Binary Star. The first and only time I saw a ghost was when I was 11 years old and exploring an abandoned house in Moncton, Maryland, close to where I grew up. I had developed an affinity for this house and spent a lot of time imagining who might have lived there, what their lives were like, and of course, if they were haunting it. Local legend had it that the place was haunted by a ghost named Walter, and the house was affectionately called Walter's house. I would walk through the safe parts of the house and wish that I could see this ghost just once. One day, as I was leaving, I looked up into the attic windows. Leaning out of one of them and looking down at me was a boy or young man with his hands on the windowsill, wearing what looked like an old-fashioned shirt that gathered at the cuffs and pants with suspenders. His body and clothing were completely white, and he had no face, but I could see the folds in his clothing and sensed that his expression directed at me was one of curiosity. A sensation of static electricity covered my entire body. Somehow, I wasn't afraid. I looked up at him, transfixed, certain that he knew how much I just wanted to make a connection. I was an awkward suburban adolescent, filled with a sense of adventure and longing beyond my understanding. I've spent many more years searching for ghosts and adventure in places around the world, and I found that the moments of wonder almost never live in the answers, but in the questions. Cloud mirage over the lake, someday, our affair. And that haibun will appear in the upcoming edition of Cattails this month sometime.